All right, guys, how's it going? Let's talk about stock neon. As this one is catching my attention as for the next week of September 28th right now. But now keep in mind, guys, whenever you see this monster gap down, you will see this pattern so much. Like you see this big gap, you know, it takes time for price to come back to the EMAs. A lot of the times, what happens is you get this dead cat bounce. It was big, 61% here from the lows here. It was a pretty big bounce. And then as you can see, it just kept going down and down and down. But and you can see right here, where is the resistance areas? EMA 5. And I always tell people you need to wait, depending on this gap right in here, I would have said you need to wait 10 daily candles for that EMA 5 touch. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my gosh, literally to a T, you have 10 daily candles here, and then it pumps up the next day and it touches the 5 and drops down. Now, the next target for me to look at into is the EMA 10, which is this yellow line, and that's a 27% move. Now, you can't expect outrageous gains on this. This is a $3 stock. It's not like a sub $1 where the percentage is going to move. So don't act like you're going to get like 100% overnight. I mean, it's possible, but look what the candle has to do. To get 100% gain, you would literally have to go all the way up to the 20, skip the 5, skip the 10. It would be a candle this big. I mean, that's how big the candle will look like. It would look like that. You just don't see that often where you'll see a candle like that coming into. I mean, especially for that. I mean, I just wouldn't expect it in one day. What you will see is you need to start seeing a higher low type of pattern. So what will happen is maybe we touch the 10, we'll most likely pull back, and then you'll get a pattern like that, right? And it just slowly climbs up. So Stock Neon is on my watch list. I think this is a decent company. It's based in Sweden. It's got lots of good volume, but as you can see, a lot of people get burned. I seen it happen. It was overhyped down here because it dropped 71%, and people just kept buying the dips and dips. Now, you might ask me, what is these bands I'm looking at? This lower band is a Keltner channel. I have it as extreme oversold setting of a factor of 4. It's very hard to get to this band here. The next, and when it does, it's extremely oversold. But as you can see, when you have a gap down, everything's out of balance. And that's why I say when you have gaps, those are the hardest plays because Keltner's, all indicators are lagging. So they need time distance to figure out where they should be. And we saw that the EMA 5 was here, down, and it kept touching the 5. We have 1 day away from this EMA 5 right now. I'm looking to see if we touch this lower band for maybe a move up to this EMA 10. But you can just keep rinsing and repeating it to these EMA 5s. I mean, from here to here is a nice 10% return. And then put your stop loss break even and wait for, if it breaks a new low, then you get it towards the end of the day. I always like getting towards the end of the day because that's usually where the sellers die out and you can start to see if it wants to go up. Not my most favorite setup until I get that. It doesn't have timeless from the 5, but you also can see like the last time we touched the 10 was back in 902. It's 928. Anything that don't touch the EMA 10 in 1 month is considered long, but with the gap, I would give it a month and a half. Okay, so this is definitely a setup that I'm looking for. I think this is this is pretty good in my opinion. So I will be looking for this one into next week. But I just want to share my strategy is like you see how we looking to catch precise bottoms with this strategy. I also use KDJ to see, well, how low is that K value? It's a 7.32. I would like to see it under 5. You can see on the first big candle down is a 19, and as price just keeps going down and down, down, the price gets lower. You can see when the KDJ was very low down in here, it was like a under 5. You see how we bounce up into that EMA 5. But yeah, very nice solid play here coming into. I have a lot of other plays that I'm looking into, but a lot of people ask me, hey, can you do a video on Neon? Absolutely. Here's the video. We broke this low here, and you can see there might be some resistance coming up in here. I want to see if we can get further down because we did have a breakout of this low, and we could go a little farther down. We have 1 day from the 5, so I'll probably get a little bit more days from the 5. But this one is definitely on watch. I always have an accumulation strategy. Accumulate 1 time each day towards the end of the day. Do it 3 times, and then a stop loss of 20%. All right, guys, I'm going to release a penny stock. I'm going to release my penny stock criteria, but I try to make these on YouTube for you guys for free of what I'm looking into next week. If you guys all want to join the Discord, one of the most cheapest Discords out there, it's literally $12 a month, and you get access to my day trade, swing trade, day trading education, and live streams every day. I love day trading the most, but here and there, I understand people can't just day trade all the time, so I try to release some great swing trade opportunities too. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Give this video a like, subscribe, comment. Join the Discord if you like. I think you will love it. It's a very solid community. And like I said, I'm not here to charge you guys a lot. I make a lot of money in trading. I want everyone to dip their toes into a strategy that works. This is literally the only strategy. I've tried every strategy out here. Catching bottom reversals is one of my most favorite strategies because you get monster V-shaped candles. I love it. But if you want to subscribe, hit how to subscribe and hit day trade alerts. $12 a month. Subscribe on your computer to avoid the IOSP. And if you have any questions, message me in the free chat. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.